Hey there, fight fans. In today's video, Conor McGregor has been offered a change of opponent. New Zealand fighter Dan Hooker believes that his recent success and fighting style make him a more compelling opponent for McGregor than Michael Chandler.
I will never wait 2 years. That's crazy. Even though it's Conor McGregor, even though I don't care.
Sean O'Malley explains his feud with Conor McGregor, stating that he has more title defenses than Conor ever did. Now, Sean Strickland recently opened up about the challenges of facing Alex Pereira.
I'm not scared of Alex.
And Francis Ngannou has expressed a keen interest in stepping into the ring with Deontay Wilder. Tom Aspinall is attempting to get inside Jon Jones' head, hoping to convince him to finally agree to a fight. But before we kick off the video, I want to remind you that it takes just 1 second to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance. Recent rumors regarding a potential injury to Stipe Miocic have been officially debunked. Despite widespread speculation that the UFC legend might be forced to withdraw from his highly anticipated fight against Jon Jones, a UFC spokesperson has confirmed that Miocic is healthy and fully on track for their upcoming title fight. This clarification puts to rest any doubts about Miocic's readiness to face Jones in what could be one of the most significant heavyweight bouts in UFC history. While Tom Aspinall and Jon Jones have been engaging in a heated war of words, with Aspinall vying for a shot at Jones should Miocic bow out, Miocic himself, who has faced his fair share of battles both in and outside of the octagon, appears content to focus on his preparation rather than getting caught up in the verbal exchanges.
Jon Jones, I know you got your fight coming up. Apparently it's in November against Stipe Miocic. Nothing has been announced or signed yet as far as I'm aware. But if that does happen, I'll be there. I'll be ready to jump in with either of you guys for the undisputed title if one of you is going to pull out. But if you successfully defend against Stipe in November, I will be there in the crowd. I'll be there front row. I want you to hand me the undisputed title as you walk past me, please. Thank you.
Aspinall's approach? Pretty strategic. By applying pressure and keeping himself in the conversation, he positions himself as the obvious replacement should Miocic pull out. However, there is a broader issue at play. Jon Jones may not be eager to face a fighter as young and dangerous as Aspinall. And for the UFC, the situation is rather complex. While a Jones versus Aspinall fight would undoubtedly be thrilling, it also carries the risk of Jones losing in his final outing, something that could tarnish his legacy. Dana probably would never allow that to happen.
There's no way on earth that he's going to fight me. Not a chance. I will retire Jon Jones without even fighting him. They're holding the belt hostage, mate, and Jon Jones is loving it. He's loving the fact that Dana White is getting on every interview possible. You're talking about bantamweights, and Dana White flips it back and starts talking about how good Jon Jones is.
Pain has already gotten pretty nasty. I think people expected it to get nasty now that there is a new head of that Democratic ticket. It's the Vice President, Kamala Harris. You know, you have joked before that politics is way nastier than sports or the UFC. But what we're seeing, I mean, there's a labeling of the vice president as a DEI hire. You yourself have prided yourself on giving both men and women opportunities at your organization. What do you think of this message that attacks the race and gender of an opponent?
Jon Jones is ranked number 3 pound for pound in the world. Most fucking ridiculous, embarrassing, stupid, know nothing about fucking fighting ranking of all fucking time. Jon Jones is the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world, period, end of story.
That's funny. That's funny. But the fact that he's not being as respectful as he was before, I think, is a massive, massive win for Tom Aspinall. Because before, it was easy to ignore him.
Sugar Sean O'Malley, the reigning bantamweight champion, recently voiced his frustration with the UFC's promotion of his title defense against Dvalishvili. O'Malley feels that the focus has shifted too much towards the sphere itself rather than the fighters, and as you already know, Sean O'Malley is set to defend his bantamweight title against Merab Dvalishvili in what promises to be a historic night at UFC 306. This highly anticipated clash will headline the pay-per-view card at the Sphere in Las Vegas, a revolutionary venue that offers fans a fully immersive experience. Now, Dan Hooker, fresh off his surprising victory over Mateusz Gamrot that catapulted him to the 5th place in the UFC lightweight rankings, has his sights set on an even bigger challenge: Conor McGregor. The New Zealand fighter believes that his recent success and fighting style make him a more compelling opponent for McGregor than Michael Chandler, who is currently slated to face the Irish superstar. And in an interview with Submission Radio, Hooker expressed his confidence and readiness to step in as the UFC's premier lightweight contender should the opportunity arise.
I feel like it's a smart option, you know what I mean? You're going to fight a guy in the top 5 on a 3-fight win streak, or are you going to fight a guy who's not in the top 5 and coming off a loss? I just feel like because I've been staying active and I've been fighting the best guys in the world, that he has more to gain. It just is what it is. He has more to gain from fighting me than he does from Chandler. My next fight is going to be a title eliminator. That's what my next fight is going to be. So if he genuinely wants to get back in the mix and genuinely wants to earn his way back to a world title, it makes a lot of sense.
Sean O'Malley also explains his beef with Conor McGregor, says that he has more title defenses than Conor ever had.
Seen some beef kicking off with you and McGregor. What happened there? Can you explain what was going on there?
Jealousy is not a good emotion, and I feel like I get compared to Conor a lot.
Yeah.
I'm the champ right now. I have more title defenses than he's ever had. I fight regularly. And, I feel like he wants to fight, and he's not for whatever reason. And it's jealousy. I don't know what else it would be. I never said it. I was always praising him, always looked like saying I look up to him. I respect him a ton, and then comes out there, talking shit. And it's like, where else would it be from? He's not finding something that I said that he's like, oh, fuck this kid. It's literally just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it's jealousy. He was good at one point. I just don't think, Do
you think there was ever a time where he could have beat Khabib?
No.
Habib's too good.
I don't know if Khabib. I don't know if Khabib's too good.
Styles against. Yeah.
Styles is a big thing. Khabib. If Khabib could have fought a lot more people to really establish that dominant, you know what I mean?
Totally, yeah.
So it's hard to say if Khabib's just that good or if it's just those guys matching up is a tricky fight for Conor.
Francis Ngannou, the former UFC heavyweight champion and current PFL star, has recently expressed a keen interest in stepping into the ring with Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder, I've got to ask you, is he someone you'd like to fight? Because many people would love to see you in the ring with Deontay Wilder.
Absolutely, I would love that fight.
Mixed martial arts, different with the little gloves. How would you like it to be? Pure boxing or a form of mix?
Pure boxing.
Really?
Don't be delusional here. That's where we both stand a chance. But MMA, if we go mixed martial art, only one man stand a chance.
You kick his ass. Yeah. Too easily.
A fight is never too easy, but close to too easy.
The allure of facing Wilder, a former WBC heavyweight champion with a staggering knockout ratio, is evident. Such a fight would not only be a spectacle, but also potentially be one of the most explosive matchups in combat sports history. Both fighters share a reputation for ending fights in a rather dramatic fashion, with Ngannou's knockout power in the octagon and Wilder's in the boxing ring. A matchup between them would draw significant attention from fans and media alike, blurring the lines between MMA and boxing even further. Sean Strickland recently opened up about the challenges of facing Alex Pereira, one of the most feared strikers in the UFC, in a candid conversation where Pereira himself was standing right beside him. Despite his usual bravado, Strickland's tone carried a note of respect. Strickland mentioned that it's not just about dealing with Pereira's physical attributes, but also the mental game that he brings to the cage.
I'm not scared of Alex.
Of course, you admit it.
But the problem is, my chin We'll just go, I mean, I'll go to sleep. Like, it's a weird thing when you fight Alex, because you're just like, for me to knock Alex out, he has to do something really stupid. Like, he has to do like what he did against Izzy.
Ele falou assim, pô, o próximo desenho achou.
Like, if you gave me one free shot, and you said, give everything I can, I'm not knocking him out.
Ele falou assim, se você não consegue, você não
But
consegue.
you do that to Alex, everybody on the roster is going to sleep.
Mas agora, se você faz com uma porrada.
And that's one of the shit things when I spar him, because I feel like me and Alex kickboxing, we go toe to toe. But I just know that no matter what the fuck I do, he's gonna eat it, and if he just touches me one good night, motherfucker.
Ele falou assim, vai me deitar.
It's because I didn't grow up working in a fucking tire shop, dude. That's what
Like Conor the Barbarian pushing the little wheel, bro.
Essas pessoas, para mim, é um prazer, um privilégio. Eu tô no lugar certo. Então, muitas pessoas me perguntam, e eu sempre quis lutar com o Kalev, mas eu joguei isso pra organização. Deixei bem claro, né? Vim aqui falar pra vocês, deixei bem claro, mas o Ankalaev não quis lutar comigo, né? Eu não sei o motivo, se é aonde ia lutar, se ele não queria lutar, né? Ele não é campeão, ele não tá na posição de escolher nada. Eu acho que é a oportunidade que aparece, ele não quis aproveitar. Ele tem os motivos dele, eu não sei qual que é, mas eu venho aqui falar pra vocês. Não tenho medo de ninguém. Pô, cara, todo mundo sabe da minha história, tudo que eu já fiz, quem eu já enfrentei, não só no MMA, mas no kickboxing. E eu venho fazendo um excelente trabalho e, ó, cara, é óbvio que eu quero lutar com esse cara. Aí eu sou um cara competitivo e não só lidando ali com a emoção, né, mas com a razão de ter treinado bem, de estar aprendendo e evoluindo a cada dia e mostrar isso para todo mundo, né, para os meus fãs que tá o tempo todo ali me apoiando, e é isso que eu posso fazer, mas eu acho que ele dificultou as coisas, mas uma hora eu encontro ele.
That is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us, and thank you all in advance.